Usia Magashili, welcome to Speak Marghi with Fadabt, Marghi Grammar with Fadabt. Today, in this video, we are going to learn the possessive pronouns. Possessive pronouns are those part of pronoun that help us identify the owner of an object. And in the last video, which we learned the identification of the personal pronouns. Now we have the possessive pronouns, and possessive pronouns tell us the ownership of something within a given sentence. So in the first person, in the first part, which is usually the singular, we are going to treat the first three persons. First, my own or mine, as the case may be. In Marghi, mine as the first person would be da. Can you say it? It's one of those difficult things, but then da. Second person, ngi. Now we have to be careful. There are certain accents that may be there, not for all. What I'm speaking is Marghi udzrungu. Babaltu would have a little slant. When I say, for example, nda, they will say nda. It's all accepted, just that you know exactly when you hear and listen to people speak, you should be able to identify. So nda, ngin, ngenda. So mine is nda, yours is ngin. His, hers, or its would be ngenda. The second person, the plural section, the first, second, and third person would be our own, nrmr, adar'ya. Remember, we did speak about the inclusiveness of pronoun or exclusiveness. If we are all included in the ownership and the possession, is adar'mr. If somebody is excluded, adar'ya. It all means ours, ours in English. Then second person plural, adar'nda. Sorry, this is the third person. Adar'nyi. Adar'nyi is the second person. The third person, adar'nda. So we now know how to say the possessive pronouns. Nda. Sometimes you would hear ngia. It's all accepted. So nda, ngin, ngenda, adar'ya, or adar'mr, adar'nyi, adar'nda. So now we are going to form just a short sentence to practice what we have learned. For instance, how do you say in Marghi, my father? My father. The word for father is tada. When you are going to say my father, the T is usually dropped. So you would say ada, adada. My father, adada. Your father would be what? Adangu. His father, her father would be what? Adanyi. So adada, adangu, adanyi. What of our father would be adar'ya. What of our father exclusive or inclusive? Inclusive would be adar'mr. Adar'mr. So we have adar'ya, adar'mr. Now, as I said, the T is usually removed. You could still hear people use tadar'ya, especially in reference to God. In the Lord's Prayer, our Father will say tadar'ya. Then second person would be adar'nyi. It's still the same like the singular, but it's still adar'nyi. The third person singular, third person plural would be adar'ya. Adar'ya. So we now know how to make a sentence by joining. So if you are given like mama, how will it be? Amada, amangu, amanyi, amarmr, amar'ya, amarnyi, amarnda. Thank you. Keep practicing and you would be perfect. Say skari.